It is now time for me to do my top 5 conditioners. And those conditioners are going to include leave-ins, rinse-outs, and deep conditioners all in one. If you're new here, hi, my name is Michelle. I'm a licensed hairstylist with over 20 years of experience. And on this channel, I use those years of experience to help you have healthy, happy hair. So to get things started, my first one is actually a first two. So this one is the Moroccan Oil Moisture Repair Conditioner. And this one is the Wavy Curl Quencher Moisturizing Conditioner. And the reason why I am kind of including these together as one is because I do tend to alternate between these two. This one contains a lot of protein, and the word repair in here kind of clues you into the fact that there is protein, and there most definitely is. And then this one doesn't contain any protein and is really good at giving moisture. I like to go back and forth between the two just to give my hair what it needs when it needs it, depending on how it feels after I've shampooed it. So say that I used my protein containing shampoo and I feel like my hair still could use a little bit more protein, then I would use this. And if I feel like it's feeling pretty good and doesn't need any more protein, then I'll use the Curl Quencher Moisturizing Conditioner. So that's why I like to include these two together, because I mean, even though it's kind of a cheat, it's also kind of not, because I do switch between these two most of the time. And now I'm going to move on to deep conditioners, because yes, I really only use just those two rinse out conditioners most of the time. I do try quite a few products for this channel, and at this time I haven't tried a conditioner that's really been enough to wow me to like slide its way into my conditioner lineup. So those are the two that I tend to stick with, and I do plan on updating these videos with the top 5s, maybe even doing a top 10 as I try more and more products. My channel is still relatively new, so I haven't tried everything that's out there. So as I do move along in my channel and try more and more things, I will be updating. Also, all of the products today are going to be more on the high end, the higher price side, just because as a hairdresser, that's what I've been using for the past almost 30 years since I've been licensed. I worked behind the chair for about 20, and I've been licensed since 1994. Once I started doing hair, I tended to gravitate towards professional salon quality products and have used those over the years. It wasn't until starting my channel that I really started trying more affordable options and drugstore options. So I don't have anything that I've come across that is on the affordable end of things. For right now, it is pretty much high-end or salon professional quality. And like I said, I will update in the future as I try more things out. It's just that this is what I've been using for a very long time, and these are what my longtime favorites have been and continue to be so far. So I'm going to move along now to the deep conditioners. I have the Wavy Ultra Nourishing Intense Hydrating Mask, and you can see by the condition of the bottle, there's not a whole lot left in here. Like, it's pretty much all down in here. There's not a whole lot left. I really like this. This is what I typically use after I clarify my hair. I put this mask in, I leave it in for probably 10 minutes or so, and then I rinse it right back out, and my hair feels amazing afterwards. It's got olive fruit oil, it's got macadamia seed oil, it's got sunflower seed oil, argan oil, which my hair absolutely loves. And it does actually have a silicone in there, so if you're somebody who doesn't like to use silicones, then just be aware that there is silicone in here. I don't have a problem with using silicones. And then the other potentially problematic ingredient would be glycerin. I don't worry about that so much with my conditioners as I do with my stylers. However, I do live in a dry climate, and I've never had any problems with glycerin in any of my stylers either. They haven't even like dried my hair out by pulling the moisture out of my hair, probably because I do really make sure to seal my hair with a serum every time that I style my hair. So just so you're aware, there's glycerin and there is silicones in here. So if you have issues with either one, this may not be a good one for you to try, but I absolutely love this. I feel like it really restores the moisture in my hair and manageability, and kind of replaces anything that my clarifying shampoo might have taken out of it that I didn't want to come out of it. And it's just a really good conditioner. Ouidad is a great brand. I actually have a lot of Ouidad products, and you may notice that in some of my videos, especially like my top 5s like this. It's just a brand that I know that I can count on to keep my hair nice and healthy and looking good and manageable, and is going to turn out when I use the styling products, and I just don't really have to do a whole lot of thinking. I can just put the products in my hair and I'm good to go. I definitely recommend this, and it can be used on any type of hair, even on fine hair. I don't feel like this is too heavy or anything that's going to weigh it down, and it does get rinsed out, so I just feel like this is overall a really good mask. Now, my other favorite mask is going to be a newer edition, and it's the Curlsmith Hydro Cream Soothing Mask. I like that this can be used on both the scalp and on the hair, and I have put this on my scalp. It doesn't seem to weigh my hair down. My hair tends to weigh itself down, but this does not contribute to that at all. And I like that this does, in fact, actually feel a bit soothing on my scalp when I do put it on my scalp. So if I'm having a dry, itchy, flaky scalp moment, using this tends to help that. I don't usually have dry, flaky scalp issues. For me, it's usually itchy and oily because I do have a very oily scalp, and this doesn't seem to make it oilier. So I can use it on there and it doesn't make it feel really greasy or look really greasy or anything like that. And then it does really nicely hydrate my hair and make it nice and soft and manageable. I can't say enough good things about this. It's just a really good mask for both your scalp and your hair, and it just makes both feel pretty good. I don't feel like this is super heavy. I think anybody could use this. It's just a really good all-around hair mask for probably any type of hair. So now we're gonna move on to probably my favorite type of conditioner, and that's Leaveins. So I love curl creams, and Leaveins run a close second for probably my favorite type of product to put in my hair. I'm not sure what my obsession is with either one of those. I don't know. It might be like the texture, the creaminess of it. Maybe it's what it does for my hair, even though I know that gel is the thing that gives me the hold and mousse will give me a lot of volume. But for some reason, I love a good leave-in and a good curl cream. And this is definitely a great leave-in. This one is Ouidad Whipped Curls Daily Conditioner and Primer. Why the name needs to be so long, I really don't know. However, it is really good. It says it's for all curl types. I would have to agree with that. I think this could be used on anybody, even though it has this weird little moussey type top on it. And it used to have a lid, but I can't find it. I don't know where it went. But it doesn't come out like a mousse. It comes out like more like a cream. And I find that it distributes through the hair very easily. And it's got really great slip for, you know, running a brush through it and further detangling your hair. And I also think that the name Primer is definitely a good one, because I do feel like my hair is really prepped and primed and ready for the rest of my styling routine after I have used this. I just find that it keeps my hair nicely in balance after I've worked on creating a balance between protein and moisture with my shampoo and my conditioner. This helps to keep that going. So this is just definitely one of my favorites. And this is almost gone, which tells you how often I use it, especially considering that I do try a lot of products now for my channel. So for me to go through and almost empty anything these days, that's actually saying something. This happens to be my daughter's absolute favorite as well. She did do a couple of videos for my channel. I will put a card up there or maybe a link down below to those 2 videos if you're interested in checking out her videos. She has hair that is kind of similar to mine, but instead of curls, she actually has waves with a few curls here and there. So if you're interested in seeing what she has to say about this, then I will put that in the description box or put a card up here and you can check that out as well. But I can't say enough good things about this. I could rave on and on and on. I really like it. So my next favorite leave-in is going to be the Weightless Air Dry Cream. And that is precisely when I use it, is when I air dry my hair, which is a rarity. I don't usually air dry my hair. I much prefer to diffuse it, because air drying my hair can take an entire day and it drives me nuts. I don't like that. So I tend not to do that. I diffuse it on high heat, high speed, so I can get it over and done with and go on about my day instead of sitting around waiting for it to dry. So I'm actually thinking about filming one of my lazy day routines. I have to. One of the ones that I do is I put this on while I'm in the shower. I don't rinse it out. I put a very good, healthy amount into my hair, meaning quite a bit. And then I put my hair in like a twisty turban type thing. So it's kind of plopping, but kind of not, because I don't really worry about how I put it up in that. I just put it up in there to get most of the water out of my hair. And then I let my hair out of that, and then I let it air dry from there. And because I've only put this in it and put my hair up in the towel, it doesn't take as long to dry. However, it still takes hours for it to dry, but not the whole day like it would if I, put all of my products in there with soaking wet hair and then just let it air dry from there. That would take a whole day. But with just this in there and then putting it in a towel to absorb most of the water out of it, it doesn't take as long, and it's just a quick, easy way to do my hair. It doesn't last for more than one day. It does look kind of frizzy and fluffy, and not fluffy in a good way. It just gets frizzy and fluffy, but not horribly frizzy. And it doesn't look awful, actually, to be quite honest, when I do it like that. It just doesn't look like how I would want it to look most of the time. And then because there is no hold, it just doesn't hold up for day 2 or day 3. This is just for when I'm feeling lazy and I'm not too worried about what my hair looks like, and I'm completely okay with just throwing it up in a ponytail on day 2 and day 3 or even day 4. So I really, really like this cream for that. I feel like it gives a great hydration. And I do feel like this lives up to the name, Weightless Air Dry Cream. I do think this would be great on a multitude of different hair types. I don't think this would really weigh anybody's hair down. And you can also obviously adjust the amount that you put on there. It's great for air drying. I've also used it in conjunction with products and then diffuse my hair dry, and it's worked great for that as well. And to be quite honest, my favorite is to just use it for my lazy days. And then one of my other lazy days is to put this in there, do the towel thing, and then smooth on a small amount of gel, and then also let it air dry. This does add a little bit of time to my drying time, but not a whole lot. And the gel does kind of help keep the frizz and the fluff down a little bit more than using just this by itself. But I don't do that as often. If I'm going to be lazy, I'm just going to put this in and call it good. But anyway, can't recommend this enough. It's really good. So the next leave-in conditioner that I need to talk about is going to be another Curlsmith product. And this is the Curl Conditioning Oil and Cream. And aside from the amazing smell, I absolutely love this kind of texture. So even though this is quite a dense cream and it does have shea butter in it, which tends to be a little bit heavier, I really don't think that this is something that actually weighs my hair down at all. I use a small amount of this on my hair. I brush it through. I always put my leave-ins in when I'm in the shower and brush it through then. And obviously I don't rinse it back out, but I put it in, brush my hair, pile my hair on top of my head, and then I rinse off just to make sure that any leave-in that I got on my skin has been rinsed off so that it doesn't cause acne in places that I'd rather not have acne. And I find that this distributes really well, even though it's a very thick kind of cream. It distributes really well, and it never feels like it weighs my hair down. All I need is a small amount, and it really gives my hair the moisture that it needs. And then also, much like the Wavy one, this leaves my hair feeling primed and ready for the rest of my styling routine. It also seems to play well with a multitude of products. I tend to use this one quite frequently. The only other one that I use probably just as frequently would be the Wavy, and this one seems to play nice with a lot of things, just like the Wavy does as well. And that makes me very happy because I do like to mix and match between brands, just because I much prefer to tailor my wash day and my styling to what my hair needs as opposed to sticking with a certain brand. So this is an excellent leave-in, and I do think that this is a little bit lighter weight than what you might think it is. Would this be a good product for very, very fine, easily weighed down hair? Probably not, but I think most other hair types would probably be able to use this. And with that, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this video on my favorite conditioners. Hopefully you found it helpful. Hopefully you maybe found some conditioners you'd like to try. If you like this video, please go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. If you'd like to see more content like this, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell while you're at it. And if you have anything that you'd like to see, any questions or any comments, please go ahead and leave those down below in my comment section. And as always, thank you for watching. Bye.